Cebuano, a language spoken in the Visayas region. The language, culture, history, and beliefs are an important part of Cebuano culture.
Kumusta? Ako si Roxy. Pag-uusapan natin ang kultura ng Cebu.
Cebuano is similar to Tagalog. For example, kumusta and kumusta.
Notice how it sounds the same but the saying is different? Magbibigay pa ako ng isang halimbawa.
Magandang umaga, maayong butang.
This is an example of two completely different sayings, but they still mean good morning. Here are more examples.
Ano ang pangalan mo? Unsa imong ngalan? Ang pangalan ko ay Roxy. Ang ngalan nako ay Roxy. Mahal kita. Gihigugma ko ikaw.
There are many ways Cebuano differs from the Tagalog language. Let's take a look at Cebuano being used in a conversation. Asa ka paingon? Adto ko sa tindahan. Makapalit ka og sito? Oo. Unsa pa? Dili. Okay, adto ko. Now let's take a look at the same conversation but in Tagalog. Saan ka pupunta? Oh, papunta ako sa tindahan. Makakabili ka ba ng sito? Okay, kahit ano pa? Hindi. Okay, papunta ako ngayon.
The Cebuano language has its own diversity and dialogue, which makes it very unique from the other languages.
Next, we will move forward to Cebuano culture. Art in their culture consists of paghabol, basketry, pottery, ang oro ang mga tradisyon sama sa mga leyenda ang folktale. For traditional clothing, barong Tagalog is worn by men and borot saya is worn by women. Men wear barong Tagalog for a formal shirt made of light, breathable fabric often paired with dark pants or traditional woven pants. And for women, they would wear traditional kasutan, consisting of a blouse, the baro, and a skirt, the saya. Now we move on to the dances. Their dances are deeply intertwined with the religious festivals and community celebrations, most notably the Sinulog Festival, a vibrant annual celebration honoring the Santo Niño, Child Jesus. Songs. Some songs that are beloved by Cebuanos are Matud Nila by Benzaburi, Rosas Pandan by Liva Celerio,
Dalaga ay parang rosas, umabango pag namumukad ka.
and Usay by Pilit Corrales.
Ay, magadamgo ako, nga ikaw
This last song gained its popularity in Cebu, particularly when the queen of Visayan songs, Susan Fuentes, sang it back in the 80s. There is a ruling from the Supreme Court that the famous Visayan song Usay did not originate from Cebu, but Davao. Although most of the songs that are listened by Cebuanos are not originally made from Cebu or sang in their language, they believe that the origin of the songs does not matter. The song still sounds good in any language.
Cebu has many opportunities in different fields, many companies like call centers and factories that operate throughout Cebu. The city also has many hotels and resorts, so there are a lot of people from the province that are trying to find ways to make money. Hospitals and tech companies are also a big deal, where the Philippines is known to be good in the nursing industry. Overall, Cebu has a huge range of job opportunities to give. Popular foods or dishes of Cebu would be puso rice, lumpia, balbicua, dried mangoes, biko, and pancit. These are usually for special events like birthdays, gatherings, and even celebrations. Natural resources. The Philippines has many natural resources. We have minerals like copper, gold, and nickel. The Cebuano forests are home to many trees and plants. They also have many rivers, lakes, and oceans that provide us with fish and other seafood. Cebu also has hot springs that give us geothermal energy, and overall, the country is rich in natural resources. Tourist spots. Just like other places, Cebu has many tourist spots to visit, from this being the Kawasan Falls, Basilica del Santo Niño Museum, and the Magellan Cross. The Kawasan Falls is one popular place for tourists and vacation spots to visit. It's a 3-tiered waterfall located in Bañan, Cebu. It's known for its crystal clear turquoise waters and serene surroundings. Basilica del Santo Niño. A museum would be another popular tourist spot. It showcases artifacts and relics related to Santo Niño. It provides tourists with knowledge about the history and culture of the sacred Catholic icon. And lastly, we have the Magellan's Cross, a place where the historical moment happened when Fernando Magellan introduced Christianity to the Philippines in 1521. This has been a very popular place for centuries. These are for tourists that really interested in finding out more about the Philippines.
Lapu-Lapu became a hero in Cebu and is regarded as the first Filipino hero for his decisive leadership and the resistance against the Spanish explorer Fernando Magellan and his force in the Battle of Mactan in 1521. The Cebuano period, also known as the Rajone of Cebu, refers to the time before Spanish colonization when Cebu was a thriving Islamic-influenced kingdom. This era saw the rise of Raja Humabad in Lapu-Lapu, who famously clashed with Fernando Magellan in 1521. The period is marked by the blending of indigenous and Islamic cultures, with trade connections to other parts of Southeast Asia. The arrival of Spanish colonizers in the 16th century eventually led to the decline of this era and the transformation of Cebuano society. On April 27, 1521, history was made on the shores of Mactan. The Battle of Mactan was a clash between the warriors of Lapu-Lapu, led by the brave chieftain himself, and the Spanish forces led by Fernando Magellan. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Mactan warriors fought fiercely, using their spears and shields to take down the armored Spanish soldiers. In the end, Magellan fell to the ground, struck by a poison arrow and finished off by a warrior's spear. The Battle of Mactan marked a turning point in Philippines history, as it shows the resilience and bravery of the native people against the foreign invaders. In 1898, Cebuanos joined the Philippines Revolution against Spanish colonial rule. Led by heroes like Leon Kilat and Arcadio Maxilom, our ancestors fought bravely for independence. The Battle of Tres de Abril, which took place on April 3, 1898, was a pivotal moment in our struggle for freedom. Though initially unsuccessful, it sparked a wave of resistance that ultimately contributed to the Spanish surrender. On June 23, 1898, a historic agreement was signed between the Cebuano revolutionaries and the American forces. The Pact of Biak na Bato was a ceasefire agreement that aimed to unite the Filipinos against Spanish colonial rule. However, I like to highlight the most significant Treaty of Cebu, also known as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Signed on August 14, 1899, this treaty marked the formal surrender of Spanish forces in Cebu to the American military. While this treaty marked the beginning of American colonial rule, it also acknowledged the bravery and resilience of Cebuano's people in their fight for independence.
Now we'll be moving on to Cebuanos' beliefs, and I will cover 7 topics. To start off with, we will be talking about their faith. Majority of Cebuanos are Roman Catholic, which is the biggest religion in the Philippines, with 78.8% of the population identifying as Roman Catholic. Moving on to superstitions, Cebuanos believe you should never point at trees in the dark or at night because Cebuanos believe there is living spirits in the trees, and you must bite the tip of your finger to avoid a string of bad luck. They also believe in saying tabi-tabi po when going to an unfamiliar place as a way to say excuse me or to be mindful and respectful. Lastly, sweeping at night is considered to bring bad luck. Moving on to legends. Cebuanos believe in these top legends: Maria Kako, Santo Niño, and Diwata ng Sibonga. First, Maria Kako, a goddess who brings fertility and prosperity, is believed to reside in the mountains of Cebu. Locals offer prayers and gifts to her for a good harvest. Santo Niño, a sacred image of the child Jesus, believed to have miraculous powers and is a revered symbol of Cebu's Catholic heritage. Lastly, Diwata ng Sinbonga, a mythical goddess who protects the town of Sinbonga. Legend says she appears as a beautiful woman, warning locals of impending disasters. These 3 legends are also spirits and the deities that Cebuanos believe in. Rituals. Cebuanos attend the Sinulog festival as a way to honor Santo Niño, as well as attending the Kadlawan Askala ritual as a way to honor the dead. Lastly, Cebuanos do healing rituals. Prayer. The first prayer is Ama Inahan Gino, a prayer to the Father, Mother, and God seeking guidance and protection. The next prayer, Santo Niño Tabang, a prayer to the Santo Niño seeking help and intercession. Lastly, Rehen sa Cebu Ampo, a prayer to the Virgin of Cebu seeking mercy and protection. Last topic, luck. Cebuanos believe wearing a santo pendant will bring good luck and protection. Secondly, carrying a small image of Santo Niño is believed to bring good fortune and blessings. Lastly, making the sign of the cross wards off bad spirits and bad luck.
What is that? Ako ng ibang kalimbawa. Magbibigay. Same but the same. But can I just say this one sentence? Gosh darn it. This is an example. Oh my god. This is another example of two completely different sayings, but they still both mean good morning.
Why did I do that?
Way Cebuano differs from the Tagalog language. Short. Called Adobo. Di mo alam dahil sa'yo ako'y di makakain. Di rin matutulog buhat ng iyong lokohin. Kung ako'y maliming, ibig sabihin maging katulad mo na may pusong bato.